is an agricultural zone, Mr. Speaker. And as we await these monies, Mr. Speaker, we would want to urge the county government to come up with a good structure of giving out this fertilizer, Mr. Speaker. Some of them are using this fertilizer as a campaign tool, giving somebody who does not even have land a bag of fertilizer. They can only put fertilizer on their flowers that are just in their corridors because they do not have land. So I think the county government should come clear and come out with a very nice framework to make sure that this fertilizer gets to those who deserve. That is the coffee farmers, any other crop, tea, and all that, Mr. Speaker. Mr. Speaker, in the second schedule of the bill, the counties are receiving money from the court fines. If you break the county legislation, you're taken to court, whatever fine you're fined from breaking a county legislation, that money is reverted back to that county. And I can tell that Kiambu is receiving 5 million from court fines, of which I would want to caution my people not to just to adhere with the county laws. I mean, this is not something that I would be really happy to know that my people are being fined so that this money can go now and channel development. I can tell my people to follow the laws of the counties. But I have noted, Mr. Speaker, other counties who are receiving bigger allocation from the court fines are Mombasa is receiving 13 million, Machakos is receiving 14 million, and Nairobi County is receiving 70 million. The question, Mr. Speaker, is it that the people of Nairobi break the law more than other counties? Or is it other people from other counties who are not accustomed to the county legislation, when they come here, they are fined? I think this is something the devolution committee should check to see whether we have the best county legislation in the county of Nairobi and other counties, so that our people, the economic times are not so good, Mr. Speaker, so that we don't fine our people just like that. Mr. Speaker, the Kiambu County is receiving 500 million, that is $500 million, from the development partners, that is World Bank. And this is going to so many different projects. But I have an interest in one called NARIG, Mr. Speaker. NARIG is giving Kiambu 150 million. The reason why I'm bringing this issue, Mr. Speaker, and that's what I'm saying, if governors are unable to use these funds to where they're supposed to be used, I think we should mark that as a sign of incompetence. Kiambu was about to lose 114 million Kenya shillings from the previous financial year because the county government or the executive was unable to procure some machinery, ESP machinery, for Limuru Dairy in Kiambu County that the World Bank had given that county almost 2 years ago. Because of procurement issues and the need that somebody need kickback, they were taken round and round. And Mr. Speaker, if it were not for my intervention and the intervention of the Member of Parliament for Limuru, Kiambu County could have lost this amount. And the intervention that was done, Mr. Speaker, is to write to World Bank to channel this money direct to the Limuru Dairy, Mr. Speaker, because the county government is unable to provide such needed equipment for Limuru Dairy that is serving about 200,000 farmers. Not just Limuru, Gatundu, Kabete, even Githunguri, where I come from, Mr. Speaker. So right now we have another 150 million. I would want to urge the governor of Kiambu County and his government to use this money. We are working very hard. As a senator of Kiambu, I'm working very hard to make sure that this money goes to the county. But if this money cannot be spent, if this money cannot be used the way it's supposed to be used, then I believe someone is sleeping on the job, Mr. Speaker. Mr. Speaker, the fourth schedule is additional conditional grants. And Kiambu is benefiting from 149 million of livestock